Other than doing the homework while the teacher is collecting it, what's an extreme sport? Giving a presentation, created by your group, to your boss as you see the slides for the first time in the projector. Telling yourself you'll just close your eyes for a few minutes after turning your alarm off. Did this today. Still managed to get here on time, but not like I care since I'm resigning Friday morning. Dude. Why? Live a little. Get there late. Take it easy on the job. Give yourself lots of breaks. Take a shit on the desk. I fully expected to be late this morning, but somehow I went through my morning routine quicker than normal, but I didn't feel like I was rushing. And then there was no traffic at all. A good start. Smile. Convincing myself that I can watch a 10-minute video when I have to leave in 5 minutes. 2x speed if you're watching on YouTube. Watch in 5x for extra challenge. They need to add this feature. Trying to type something in the group chat before the topic changes. Desperately sifting through relevant GIFs to look for that one that really nails it. But it has to be the next response chronologically, or else it loses all impact, and you see those 3 dots, someone's typing icon pop up. And it becomes a race to send that GIF before the person sends whatever they were typing. I genuinely have a shortness of breath after I beat them to it. But then your friend's message comes in right after, and no one even acknowledges that perfect GIF you worked so hard to find. Yay, the flurry of messages following wind up scrolling your perfect gem of a GIF right off the screen before anyone had a chance to understand how witty and masterful you are. Soul crushing. Seeing your train arrive at the platform but refusing to run in the hope that you've timed your walking speed just right to make it before it leaves. Skipping the highway rest stop because you only need to hold it in for another 15 minutes to make it home. Did this once and ended up driving down a dirt road 10 minutes from my house and shitting violent diarrhea in the woods. I think I read your review. Getting dressed after your friend texts you, "I'm here. I'm on the way," stuck in traffic. There's traffic in your hallway? A few million kids won't piss off. Wonderful. My new top comment is a masturbation joke. Damn it, Reddit. Jumping in the shower without the ceremonial throwing a hand in to check the temperature. That is a dangerous game that I've played and lost many times. 2 ways to lose, only 1 way to win. With precise calculations relating to the position of the shower knob and time passed since flow initiation, you can get a very high win rate, but where environmental factors. Closing maps when you decide you know where you're going, then having to open it and get directions again right before a turn you think sounds right. I've been here before. Many years ago. I know exactly where I am. Nope. Lost. Using a public restroom without checking the amount of available toilet paper first. I do this way too often at work. I've had to use those seat covers a few times too many. Do not recommend. Pro tip: call the office from your cell phone and ask for a fresh roll of shit tickets. Sadly, I'm the office manager, so that would be my desk I'd be calling. Congratulations, you played yourself. Getting a birthday gift for a friend on your way to the party. Trying to take notes when the lecturer changes the slides too fast. Lying on your resume about being proficient in Excel, then furiously Googling how to do some complicated formula while the boss steps away. If Google can get you there, you're qualified. Seriously, being able to figure stuff out is a more valuable skill than having a formula memorized. Xing out of Reddit when your boss comes by but pretending you're clicking a cell in Excel. Raising your hand in class to give a summary of last night's required reading, after not reading a single page. You're all good. Teacher will definitely pick on the shy kid with a stutter that never volunteers anything and hates speaking in front of the class. Whenever I get called on to answer a question in class, I somehow forget everything I have ever learned. My mind would go blank when the teacher would stand over my shoulder during a test. I hate when they walked around. I'd sense they were there watching and freeze up. Once they moved on, everything was fine. I actually got accused of cheating on more than one occasion because of this. When I was taking the pre-act, The monitor in the room did that to me for a full minute. I was so annoyed. Just have to kindly ask them to duck right off. Edit, a word. Trying to hit airplane mode before your email gets sent out. Pro tip, if you use Gmail, there is a feature that won't send your email for 10, 15 or 20 seconds after you hit send. This way, if you realize you made a mistake, you can pull it back from the internet by hitting undo. It's a godsend. You can turn it on at the bottom of the settings page. It also has a feature where, if you say I've attached, but you didn't attach anything, it'll warn you when you hit send. I always thought that was so cool. Feeling your stomach start to bubble while you're still 10 minutes away from home. The amount of focus and endurance needed to succeed is nearly inhuman sometimes. Edit, I'm glad to see shitting yourself is such a common concern. Makes me feel better about all the times I've waddled from my car to the bathroom. At the same time, I'm sorry so many of y'all dirty bastards shit yourselves on the way home, lol. My stomach used to be absolutely terrible. I've changed my diet and it's much better these days. But I used to have these drive attacks at least twice a month. On the real bad ones, the feeling of your ass being on the brink of explosion comes in waves. Where if you can hold strong through the wave, you get a 30 seconds reprieve before the next wave hits. I was in the car with my wife on my worst attack ever, and when the wave peaked, about 25 seconds from my house, it took every muscle in my torso to hold the tide back. Sweat beaded across my forehead and my eyes welled up and a tear ran down my cheek. But I ducking made it. It's still the most grueling physical activity I have ever participated in. Give this man a medal. Give this man a colonoscopy fee. Begin masturbating when your battery is at 2%. Phone, laptop, or vibrator? Pacemaker. Learning your lines backstage just before your character comes on. I have recurring nightmares about this, and I don't even do theater anymore. Ironing your clothes whilst you're wearing them. After my girlfriend moved in, I learned about the magic of ironing your clothes while wearing them just using a hair straightener. Works great on collars and ducked up front pockets on dress shirts. Filling out FAFSA in the last week of July. Edit, till there are people who are way more extreme at this sport than I ever was. Godspeed, all you madmen women. Farting when you have diarrhea. Reminds me of that shower though a while back. The fact that your ass can tell the difference between a gas and a solid is underrated. It's the liquids it struggles with. When it's liquid, I think the pressure feels slightly different. I can usually tell. Yeah, usually. Taking the back roads in Gary, Indiana to avoid highway traffic. To avoid the tolls. To avoid the trolls. Delivering a lecture without a PowerPoint, due to technological failure. You straddle the line between purveyor of universal truth and fraud. One should only chase this dragon a handful of times. Relaxing your eyes after turning off the alarm. Rookie mistake. Always have 10 alarms ready to go with 5 to 10 minute increments. Final alarm lights a fire, so your fire alarm goes off too. Getting out of my toddler's room, undetected, after he has fallen asleep. Closing the door is the final boss there. It's amazing how some doors know when you're trying to be stealthy, and they just decide to duck you over. Knowing you're not going to make the light, but it's too late because you've already committed. It's too late, I've committed. Stevie, we've got like 30 yards to the light. There's plenty of time. No, I've committed. Steve, I'm serious. Break. Close his eyes, Steve. Cross his hands over chest like a pharaoh. Commit, Jim. Commit. Accelerates. Witness me.